In the build-up to COP26, the Zero Carbon Tour has been travelling right across the UK, visiting dozens of local communities and discovering examples of how infrastructure is being developed to enable a net zero carbon future. Our journey began at the Eden project in Cornwall during the G7 summit, where they are pioneering innovative geothermal and solar energy projects that will provide sufficient heating and energy for the entire site and nearby homes. Our primary mode of transport for the tour is this 100% electric coach that you can see behind me. So we've experienced firsthand how far the UK's electric vehicle charging infrastructure has come in recent years. Visiting places like the UK's first electric forecourt with GridServe in Essex, and seeing how zero-emission bus fleets are being rolled out in places like Newport, Belfast, Edinburgh and Glasgow. At SB Energy Networks in Liverpool, we learned how the electricity network operators are playing a critical role in scaling grid capacity to support widespread adoption of electric vehicles. The future of transport won't just be electric though. Did you know that Northern Ireland is home to the world's first double-decker hydrogen bus? We travelled around the country there in one of TransLink's hydrogen fleet, created by Wrightbus, a local manufacturer who also produced many of the buses that you see on the streets of London. In Wales, we came across hydrogen cars, designed by River Simple, with an innovative business model that embraces circular economic principles. Energy systems in towns and cities are changing as well, with an increasing emphasis on local renewable energy generation. Gloucester Cathedral, for example, is the first Grade 1 listed cathedral in the country to have had solar panels installed on the roof, supplying around 25% of their energy needs. Larger scale projects by organisations like Scottish Power are rolling out huge renewable energy generation and infrastructure investments that could lead to the UK becoming a net exporter of renewable energy within the coming decades. There are strong examples of net zero carbon construction across the UK too. We saw net zero carbon commercial logistics parks built by organisations like Prologis, as well as residential developments of net zero carbon communities built to the highest passive house standards. For example, Bicester Eco Village includes hundreds of homes, a school and the Perch Eco Business Centre. Here you really can see how innovative technologies have been trialled and rolled out over the course of development, from the building materials themselves to the solar panelled rooftops to passive heating and cooling technologies. All these net zero technologies bring the need for skilled workers, and we've seen how the education sector is gearing up in places like Newbury College, with a new renewable technology centre funded by the Thames Valley Local Enterprise Partnership. There we saw how our nation's future electricians, plumbers and engineers will be trained in new technologies like ground and air source heat pumps. All in all, it has been incredible witnessing these exciting transformations happening across the UK. There are undoubtedly challenges ahead to scale up all of these solutions, but our overwhelming feeling from the Zero Carbon Tour is one of profound hope for a brighter net zero carbon future. Let the countdown to net zero begin.